Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aquarius. Boy, that chariot come flying out in a hurry. We have some movement. We have a person here who's feeling really confident here. Self-control. There is a little confusion though. But this person's determined to push through that energy and take control of a situation. Yeah, definitely there was a little indecision. Yeah, could be someone from a distance, but this is often things calming down, seeing light at the end of the tunnel. So things are going to be clearer. I feel it's just someone who is feeling a little indecisive, but I feel this is an energy of confidence, self-control. We have someone who may have put on the brakes here, but it has to do with seeing, okay? Now, I do feel it has to do with, I don't know, I mean, I see a lot of Cancer energy, maybe the mood that someone was in. It could be that simple, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. So this is about moving to calmer waters. Yeah, you can see there's movement. This person's going to push through that energy, that fear, and just go for it. Yeah, I do think this is someone who just kind of is in their head here. See, it's about not being able to move forward, but like I say, there's a light. Yeah, there is a lot of interest here. It's about investing in a situation, hoping it pays off. I think there's just a need of something to be cleared up, some kind of confusion here. Yeah, tell me about the moon. Yeah, it has to do with, so it is a little romanticizing. You can see they're going to push through that. And it has to do with asking someone out on a date. And I do feel this is someone who it's all about seeing here. See, Aquarius, I feel like it's yourself, probably unsure about this person, feeling indecisive. I wouldn't be surprised you're the one putting on the brakes here. But whoever this is it's all about talking, communicating. See, someone here feels confident they're following their heart. It is possible you won't see this coming, but like I say, if you are indecisive about this, just give this a little bit of time. Okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's happiness ahead, happier days ahead. So I don't know if maybe somebody got into a bit of a bad mood and put on the brakes for a wee bit here. Yeah. To me, it looks like a temporary thing. But this is an energy of movement, gaining momentum. This person doesn't want to waste a lot of time. Like I feel like they know they need to it's an energy of hurrying up. Yeah, seeing things in a more favorable light, a new cycle. Yeah. See, it's all about timing, good luck timing, a lot of abundance. So I do see there's this energy of investing in this situation. You have someone trying to be patient, hoping things pay off here. It is still full steam ahead. Like I say, sometimes it's temporary. People put on the brakes a little, feeling confused. But this is someone I feel is going to follow their heart here. Yeah. Tell me about that Knight of Cups energy. Who is this person? Who is this person? Yeah, could be someone who's done this a few times, right? They come in and then put on the brakes. But like I say, it's what's holding this person back. And you know what it is? I feel what's holding them back could be yourself. Maybe you need to see what's holding you back from making a decision. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, let's have a look at this Two of Swords energy. Yeah, there's been some heartache and hurt here. So it's just somebody worried about the same thing happening, being hurt. Yeah. I mean, if you have other opportunities coming in multiple, this is someone probably feeling a little jealous if they think about that too. A little jealousy, but I really feel it's someone looking at what's holding them back. See, it's about not repeating mistakes that have happened before or this hurt energy. See, it's just a self-imposed trap. I feel like you're kind of in your head here. If you've been hurt before and you got this person coming in this energy, I feel it's understandable. Just let things calm down. Take a little time. Yeah. Yeah, it has to do with someone reaching out. See, it's about being more generous. It's about whether or not you'll even reciprocate. So this is the issue here. I feel like you're not sure. Yeah, because I do see there is a lovely opportunity, but it's about missing an opportunity. It's telling you to be self-aware. Okay, be self-aware of what it is that's holding you back. I feel like it's yourself. If it's not, please flip the energy, but I'm seeing indecision. There is a lovely opportunity, but it's like you're not looking at it. And I feel it's because you've been hurt before. Maybe this is somebody who's hurt you, but I feel to me, it's often a past energy. We'll see. Tell me about the Chariot. Let's just look at that. Yeah, see, this is someone taking decisive action, thinking things through. So it could be someone who came in and changed their mind and put on the brakes. So maybe you're the person who was indecisive, and maybe you're the one who's hurt this person. And to me, it doesn't look like anything super major. It just looks like someone who can't make up their mind whether they want this opportunity or not. But it's like I see this is an energy of being generous, reciprocating, just kind of let things calm down. I do see moving into calmer waters, little time in between to look at this cup, what's being offered. Yeah, you can see it has to do with the house, a home. See, there is happier days ahead. It has to do with someone's foundation. There's a reason to celebrate. There's something positive. See, this is where things can start going in your favor. I do feel this is an energy of decisive action and just thinking it through. If you are the person who's indecisive and you're the one putting on the brakes and you keep doing it, you kind of have to look at why. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that's happened a few times for some of you, but with this person or even yourself, Aquarius. Yeah, unable to see something here. And what you need to do is make a decision, because you don't want to hurt this person if you're feeling indecisive. Now, I don't know if this is someone wanting to visit somebody, like a person maybe offering to pay for a trip or give this person something. And they're looking at it. See, someone maybe ignored it, rejected it. Thanks, but no thanks. But I feel you're missing an opportunity. Yeah, there's something to do with reciprocity or someone paying for someone to take a trip. Be very careful of anybody who, especially online social media, anybody who says they're coming to see you and then all of a sudden this person tells you they don't have any money. Okay, if you've been taken advantage of, just don't put yourself in a position of being taken advantage of. And that's what I feel this likely is, where you've been taken advantage of before or this person has. Like I say, it could be either one of you, but this is all about not hurting each other. Yeah, but it is about cooperating, compromising, see whether to go down this path again. And I do see an energy of whether you're compatible. Someone maybe you feel like you're not compatible, you could be putting on the brakes, or them. But it really is about two people building each other up here. See, working together as a team. See, some of you have never really had a team player energy with anyone. You've been taken advantage of. And I think this person, maybe they're feeling that way. I don't feel like it's you doing this to them. It's more like something that's happened. But it has to do with movement gaining momentum. They know they need to hurry up, right? This is someone who doesn't want someone to get away. I think some of you are the one that got away, or they don't want you to. See, missing this beautiful opportunity, failing to recognize, see, being self-aware, being a little more self-aware of what somebody is providing. And I wonder if you offered this person something. Maybe they were supposed to come and see you and then they put on the brakes. But look at this, is where things start going in your favor. See, this person sees you in a favorable light. Like, I see opportunities coming in. Maybe that's why you're not making a decision. See, it's all about teaming up, things you have in common, compatibility, complement each other. Some of you have sacrificed a lot in the past too. See, afraid to sacrifice. I wouldn't be surprised both of you, to be honest, are feeling this a little bit. Yeah, let's have a look at this, because it is about investing. Trying to be patient, hoping things pay off. And I do think this is somebody holding back. Like they're holding back because they're just trying to be patient. Yeah, you got a King of Cups. I actually seen this in the Libra, a similar energy in the Libra reading. So someone here may have some Libra energy. But I do see someone full of emotion and love here. See, they see you in a favorable light. This is someone who's hoping for results here. Yeah, they want to hurry, but like I say, it's about feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelming love. I feel they're trying to hold back. So that's what it is. It's trying to be patient, having a hard time holding back. That's what it is. But what's holding them back, I feel, could be yourself. It's an energy of taking off that blindfold to see out. It has to do with commitment, laying a foundation. I don't know if this is, you offered this person something. See, there's no foundation. There's no commitment. Now, it could have to do with someone visiting someone. The other person wanting to pay. Or it's someone who's taken advantage of someone. Yeah, take it as it resonates. But it is, you can see the energy of the Ace of Pentacles making a commitment, building a commitment. See, it has to do with a house and a home, someone's foundation, maybe feeling that someone's going to take advantage of someone here. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. Yeah, so it has to do with long-term stability. Yeah. Long-term stability, a partnership. See, this is what somebody wants, is a partnership. Long-term stability. Two people are there for each other through thick and thin. But yeah, I do think this person is kind of holding back. They feel confident, like to push through that fear. But I think they're holding back because of you. Tell me about this Two of Swords energy. Yeah, so slow and steady. See, it's an energy of moving slow. This is someone very meticulous, kind of trying to be patient, right? So it has to do with sincerity, whether someone's sincere. There's been hurt, but I got to tell you, it is somebody trying to follow their heart here. It's about love. I'm afraid of being hurt. Now, if you have other opportunities, they don't want you to get away. They definitely, the thinking of you being with someone else certainly makes this person jealous. But it is an energy of someone being sincere, looking at the situation carefully. They're assessing it. So if you think this person's just, they're not holding back because they don't want to come in. They're holding back because they feel they need to. Tell me about this King of Cups. This is somebody crushing on someone, longing for love. Maybe missing someone too for some of you. But it is the romanticizing. The romanticizing the past. See, this is someone thinking about reaching out. Someone took advantage, but there was no foundation. See, it's somebody who often doesn't want to commit. So like I say, this is somebody who would commit. It has to do with committing, but it's whether you will commit. You know what I see a lot of times when I see this? People who don't commit, it's because somehow they know this is someone who's often not right for them. So they put on the brakes because it is about becoming aware. See, someone's becoming a little more self-aware. This person can be very generous. They like to give gifts. They'll show you they like you by giving gifts. Now, maybe you gave this person something. I think it's them, but see, they're romanticizing here. They see this in a very favorable light with the memories, But it does have to do with something that's happened. And it is about being sincere. Yeah, see, it's all about being in alignment. Maybe the timing wasn't right here, but see, this is someone feeling positive, good luck timing. The Wheel of Fortune. And it is crossing paths, coming together, taking things to the next level. They find that, they fantasize, but what is this indecision? What is it you're not seeing? Feeling that they're not sincere, or they're moving too slow? You know, slower is better than somebody who rushes in, and because I do think we have someone who rushed in and overwhelmed the other person, and you can flip that, okay? Feeling overwhelmed, wanting to commit and take it to the next level too quick. This person may have done this. This could be why they're holding back, taking it slow. They don't want to overwhelm or pressure the other person. So pretty interesting. You know, people do what they do, but yeah, see, it is all about being cautious, playing it safe, being careful what they wish for, but there is hope here. See, it's about filling that cup. This is someone kind of content the way things are for now, but it is about commitment and building a foundation. This could be a person who's had opportunities too, to commit to people, and they don't, because it has to do with someone who could be someone who's loved you for a long time. They don't really commit to anyone else. This is interesting. But this is about timing. This is like, you know, this resurgence of love, this opportunity. They're so cautious. They are their own anchor. They are confident, you know, and they're not afraid to take in the lead. But I feel they are actually trying not to overwhelm. So I don't know what happened here in this energy of not building a foundation, because it looks like they're at a distance, or there's been lots of time in between, and then this all of a sudden someone reaches out and tries to get something going, see, to lay a foundation. But I don't know if they rejected, ignored it, but it is about being self-aware. This is about being aware. So it's about seeing, okay? Take off the blindfold and see. Yeah, and if they are putting on the brakes, and this is someone coming around and they're putting on the brakes again, it's because they feel that you may not reciprocate. So if they're generous to you and offer you, say, hey, come visit me, come see me. You see, there's this, it's like it's something has already happened, but now we have a whole new cycle, you know, some time down the road here. But it's all about applying lessons learned. Yeah, we've got someone who's been kind of waiting for the right person. You know, feeling the ship has kind of sailed, you know. They're kind of looking like, is the ship sailed? Is this too late? It is someone who's crushed on someone for some time or loved them for a long time. They're so careful what they wish for. But this is someone who's definitely never really got their cup filled. And maybe they're seeing that with yourself. They're very nurturing, caring. See, this is about a caring connection. Interesting. Yeah, there is definitely a spark and a desire and an attraction here. Absolutely. See, is this the one? Is this my person? Because I think this person's kind of looking at why they never really fully commit to someone else. And it could even be yourself, why you're not committing to other people. Is this what you're holding on to here? This is interesting read. I mean, this is an energy of, I do see someone being generous, giving someone gifts, showing them that they really care about them. But it is that spark. So some of you, it's a person literally holding a torch. So this is where I feel like you need to figure out what it is you want here, what makes you happy, because this person is holding back. They are trying to be patient. If they overwhelmed you before and came on too fast, too strong, you see, now some time's gone by, feeling the ship has sailed, it's too little too late. I don't know. Is it too late? I feel there's a decision that needs to be made here. See, it's telling you to see. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Yeah, see, it's about seeing clearly. And it is possible some of you could have a choice. You may have a new person coming in, and that's where I feel this person, even just thinking about it, whether it's happening or not, it makes them jealous. But it is about seeing this hurt. Yeah. The sun's here, which tells me happiness. See, things are becoming clear. That's why I say there's something that needs to be cleared up here. Yeah. It's just, I think it's this person holding themselves back, or you're holding yourself back, making this person wait. But it definitely is about not being overwhelmed. Not overwhelming someone. Yeah, see, there is a connection here. See, it's about having a talk, a caring connection. Yeah. Maybe it's better to just be friends first and just kind of see what happens. not to rush anything. It is about sincerity. Someone here, you know, they're kind of looking forward here, clearing the path. They are focused on money, their stability. But this is happiness, right? This is someone who's trying to look at the bright side too, feeling happy. But it is about clarity. See, this is something out in the open, coming to the surface here. Yeah. And if you do have someone new, because someone's been dragging their feet, and then you decide to be open to someone new, really decide what you want. Because if this person comes in and you decide, or if you let this person in even a little, things start progressing, and then you decide to put on the brakes. See, either or, you just flip the energy. But yeah, I kind of feel like some of this is yourself. You need to take off the blindfold and see clearly. See, it has to do with change. You're learning to go with the flow, and that's what I feel this person's doing. They just, but I think this is someone who's loved you for a long time. It's really hard for them to hold back, but they're trying to be patient. So I don't know, maybe they overwhelmed you. So now they're going slow, and now you're feeling confused. It's all about being self-aware. See, it's all about missing opportunity too. This could be a beautiful opportunity. And I do see connecting and having a conversation. Maybe it is about, you know, visiting someone or taking a trip together, spend some time together. You know, getting acquainted. For some of you, you're just getting acquainted. Others of you, I see reacquainted. There was no commitment here. See, there was no commitment. So this is about committing to this path. So it could be someone who was offered something and they didn't commit to it, and they put on the brakes. So why would this person do that? It is about someone providing something. I can see they're giving someone. It has to do with a home or someone's financial foundation. It looks like an invitation, an opportunity. Why did this person not take that opportunity? What got in the way? What held them back? I think afraid of being hurt. Yeah, so someone who's, this is the person who like has literally given up on love. And then here it comes again, a resurgence of love. So now they're all in their feels. So yeah, someone who's literally given up. But here's the interesting thing. Now they don't want to give up. See, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. See, letting go of some baggage, or just maybe something was bothering them and they were keeping it to themselves. So it is about releasing some of this for sure. Yeah, it's just a being self-aware. See, being aware they missed an opportunity. Or yourself. Yeah. Definitely some time out. See, pinned down by their thoughts. Little time out. Someone who gets... It is about pinning someone down. Like this is someone who's in a rush to pin someone down. Now, if this is something that happened before where they thought they had, everything was going in their favor, they were so happy, and then the other person kind of didn't reciprocate or feel the same. So to me, this looks like it's something that's happened, but this person's loved you for a long time. Or they've been just crushing for some time. Yeah, look at, there it is. Someone who keeps it all in. I knew that was coming. I mean, I could see it, right? The moon's there. It backs it up. Yeah. Person who keeps it all in. What is it that you feel that's not right about this person? I do see the moon. I do see some heavy Cancer energy. Are they kind of moody? Do they get in moods? You know, because often you get people who are like that. They keep up when they're in a bad mood or something. They keep it in. Then they don't always talk or communicate. And maybe this is what's happened. They don't reciprocate. So how do you know if a person isn't talking? But yeah, it's very internal. But I'm going to tell you, they're keeping this all to themselves right now. Saying to trust your intuition. I feel like you probably already know. I do see privacy. This is someone could be dealing with something personal, privately. I see a personal resolution, waiting for something. So they could be dealing with something here too that they need to resolve. Resolution. Yeah, but I do see a connection here. I see a connection. I see talking, connecting. I don't know. I feel like whatever it is that happened, there's going to be a possible replay. But if someone is dealing with something here, and they're definitely the energy is someone who wants to pin someone down. They're in a hurry to pin someone down, to lock them down before someone else comes in. Yeah, and it could be just like I say, crushing here, someone you haven't seen for a while. But yeah, this is someone here who's still single. Yeah, waiting, single, waiting for that right person. I think this person sees you as their person, the one, regardless. If they are someone who's had other opportunities and they never commit, it's probably why. And maybe it's yourself. Like, that's what I feel. It could be either one of you, or even both of you for that matter, because this is about alignment, connecting, but it's time for conversation. See, talking face to face, sharing your innermost feelings, the fear of sharing their innermost self. So somebody who definitely, everything's very internal. Yeah, but see, it's an energy of what you're manifesting. It's saying to beware of what you're manifesting. Be careful what you wish for. You know, just be, not about what you wish for, but be cautious as how you proceed. Because this is definitely an energy of communication. So I wonder if there's communication issues here. Can you talk freely, openly? Can you express yourself with this person? Because that's what I kind of feel. But I do see a little mirroring. Like you're both, that's why I feel the reading's taken me from you to them. It's like I feel like you're both very aware of what's going on. Tell me about the not. This is a person who has given up. Feel like they're just going to be single, you know. No. Yeah, and there you have the... See, this is about some sort of relief. This is somebody that something may be bothering them. I do think this pulling those swords out, right? The relief. There's something that's going to be a relief. There's relief. So I don't know. To me, it looks like a person here who's dealing with something personal. And it's weighing heavily on them. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. See, taking that one wand off or one sword out at a time. It's taken some time, but it is a relief because now the sun, see, moving into calmer waters, the sun's starting to shine. There's a need for clarity. There's a need for clarity before going down this path with this person. And it's about having a talk. Because you're manifesting this. I still see this progression slowly moving forward, but it all has to do with sincerity. And it has to do with this person who generally kind of goes with the flow. They come in. Water signs aren't super slow once they fall in love. So I do see someone with heavy water, but I also see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here too. So they could have these energies in their chart, you see. This is often where, and I'm going to tell you, most people look, oh, I can't deal with this sign or that sign. It's not the sign that you're dealing with. It is the person themselves. Okay, it is honestly the person themselves. Because if you feel indecisive whether this person's your type or, you know, maybe they're just not your type and all these things, right? I see you have similar energies probably in your charts. But I do feel like I do think there could be a communication issue. Because I do see clarity, see feeling confused, and it does look like it is communication. It's a matter of learning about each other too. If this is someone new crushing and you maybe had a date with this person, it's all about communicating. See, someone here is becoming more aware. See, when you tell somebody what's bothering you, this is a person who keeps things to themselves. There's someone who doesn't bother other people with their problems. Very typical energy of a lot of people. The other person feels like they're walking on glass. They don't know what's bothering the other person. See, this is someone learning something here. And it's just about to come to the surface about communicating. Someone who goes quiet when something's bothering them. The other person always feels like they're to blame. You see, this is where I feel. And I know water signs, especially people with heavy cancer, can do that. They go silent. They deal with it internally. But the other person's confused. Like, what did I do? They don't know. They start to get confused. And because some people who are really good at, we know, Aquarius, you are a communicator. You speak, you say what's on your mind. And I see some Gemini in this person's chart. Because it is about, I do feel it is about communication. It's really coming to the surface here. It has to do with someone who needs to, yeah, and I don't know if this is someone who can learn another way how to communicate. Because the other person feels like they're walking on glass around someone because they don't know what they've done. And I wonder if this is something this person's heard before. And now they're becoming more aware of this. Yeah, interesting. But it is communication. Yeah, see, it's about also stepping up to the plate. So I do feel there's a decision that's yet meant to be made. It is an energy of out with the old, in with the new. It is a healing. So I don't know if this is someone who just needed to get over something, or they weren't quite over something and they come in. But there are definitely a lot of scenarios, but a lot of it has to do with someone who feels like they're walking on glass around someone because they get into a mood and they close off. They keep everything in. And it's like you're supposed to read their mind. Yeah, but I feel like I'm going to tell you what'll clear this up, because they do want to make a commitment. They want to build a foundation, or it's what they wanted at some point. But now we have this energy of a resurgence of love here. So I do see possible reconciliation. What's manifesting? See, someone has feels they have everything they need to manifest their desires. But it's all about being prepared. But this is about having that talk about communication. Yep, there you are. See, you're a very good communicator. You just say it like it is, straight up. Now that could hurt this person's feelings sometimes. People who speak up and speak their mind. I also see this energy being emotionally available. You may be coming across that way to this person. So you are very different than this person. I can see it. You're very different from each other, but yet there's such a lovely connection. It's just about learning. It's about learning how to talk. Just tell this person the truth. Tell them. If you haven't told them, it's like walking on glass, tiptoeing around someone because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But you need to be able to communicate. You need to say what's on your mind. You may have a few things, maybe you need to get that off your chest. If something's bothering you. See, often people in this energy, then I can see the Queen of Swords holding it in too. See, you're looking out for yourself. You're looking out for number one. And you're going to do what's right for you here. And I do think some of you feel they're not right for you. But I really think it's all about communicating, telling this person how you feel and get it off your chest. But here's another thing to do with this person is teaching this person, because I do think you can teach them something here. Okay? And I don't feel like, not in harsh or anything like that, but just telling them right there at that time. When you don't communicate, or when you close off, or you got something bothering you and you keep it to yourself, I'm walking on glass because I don't know what's wrong. See, it's like you feel like you're always to blame. So interesting. But there it is, Queen of Swords. Speak up. I mean, like I say, I feel some of you, I'm going to be honest, I feel like you have to make a decision here soon, because I do think they're going to reach out. They want to come see you or visit you, or they're going to offer you a ticket, and I do see them giving you gifts and things too. And it could be where it overwhelms you too, where you were, maybe at some point yourself, you were emotionally unavailable. Or you're maybe coming across that way. See, this is someone very emotional. See, it's all about both people becoming self-aware of selves while you're connecting with this person. I wouldn't say it won't go anywhere. There it is. I actually seen a very similar energy in the Libra energy. So this person could be a Libra, or they have it in their chart. I also see Gemini, which I seen there as well. Interesting energies. Yeah, but it is about being more emotionally aware. See of what one projects. So you could just say what's on your mind, and it could hurt this person's feelings because they're different, a little more sensitive about certain things, and they need to communicate when something's bothering them so you're not walking on glass. Yeah, because you're definitely not someone who bends over backwards to please someone. You don't want to sacrifice, and some of you have been through this before too. You're wise, you have a lot of experience, but this is about being emotionally available. Yeah, being able to open up emotionally. See, a little test. I feel this is a little test, and I do think you're being tested here, and it is about communicating, applying lessons you've learned from the past yourself of holding things in. Because sometimes you learn to be this way when you're around people who are like that. So take the energy where you want, but this is about whether you're each other's type. It's a little test. Yeah, a little bit of a test here to do with communication, to do with how you connect and how you share your feelings. I do think this is someone who'd love to be alone with you and talk to you alone. But I do think there is going to be a big relief coming here. See, things calming down, making a decision, but I do think you are being tested a little. And I do think your patience is being tested with this person too. See, learning to be more patient. But it is, to me, it looks like someone's teaching you, they keep you waiting. And there's nothing more infuriating when someone keeps someone waiting, especially if it's something that happens consistently. They make a time, a schedule, then they're late. They're always late, late, late. So, like I say, if it's bothering you, you may want to tell this person, that you're not going to sit around wasting your time. Even if it's just someone you're dating and they do this, they don't show up on time. They just kind of, I'm getting that vibe too. Yeah, know your worth and value. See, the Empress. I do think some of you are kind of keeping your options open. You're like open and available. I definitely see someone kind of thinking, they need to pin you down. I do think you need to watch your words a little, excuse me, or you feel like you have to around this person. It is good to learn to temper the words. I mean, the Empress does this, so I don't think you're like trying to be harsh and sharp, but you have experience, and I think some of you experienced this with someone before, where you feel like you're walking on glass because of their moods. Because I do see someone being, when they get into a mood. Can they overcome this? I don't know. But yeah, I do see having to make a decision. See, out with the old or in with the new. You may have multiple. But there is a need for clarity, and it is going to come to the surface. And it is, I do think if you have a conversation, if you can temper your words and just be a little patient here, I do feel it'll be a relief. Take care. Bye for now.